The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and a yard. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Rick Willen in on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
In motion left, Bateman. Play action. It's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. The throw's going to be caught. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Eagles, first down. The 49-yard line.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 51 yards. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Ravens nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, first and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here's Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
And the Raven first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column. That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
I like
in the
that.
circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. In motion, the tight end. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing is Hurts. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From the gun, it's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Hurts. And Wilson with it, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 28-yard line.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And connecting quickly with Goddard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Wester on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
At the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Gain of a yard. First down, Baltimore.
They go play action now. Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now Jackson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
14 on the play.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the gun, Jackson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent during the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Pickup of 2 yards. First down, Ravens.
Now it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's off the mark, incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Ravens 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. As the rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Cheetah Bay Awuzie with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This will go to Henry out wide. Stiff-armed him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
And the Ravens first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lamar changing the play. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Up the middle with Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Barkley inside handoff. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
14-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Ravens 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing, Jackson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for save.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it.